Hey guys, it's Vanessa with Up and Growing, and we're going to be doing some Christmas cookies. I did these for you guys before, but I'm going to be using them in something, and I know we have a lot of new friends here, so I just wanted to do a little Christmas reminder. I also did them for Valentine's Day, and we did them in like a hot pink and a red. So I'm just using the Bose chocolate brown, just a tiny bit of the chocolate brown mixed in with white. And I'm going to leave this thick. You guys can do just a round cookie. Sorry, my brain shut off. I'm going to be using a heart cookie cutter. It's May, so we have to start Christmas, right? Okay, I want to clean my edges. Now, for what I'm going to do on the top of this cookie, you want to let this dry. So I'm going to kick that one aside, and I do have some dry ones. So then I'm going to be using the chocolate brown whipped glue. I'm not going to use a tip on it. I'm just going to mix it up before I cut it. And then I'm just going to cut, I don't want it too wide. And then I'm just going to squeeze it out. Onto the cookie. And then I'm going to use a popsicle stick to even it out. So I want to get it as close to the edge of the cookie as possible because I am going to be adding a twist, which will look like candy canes around the edges. Okay, so now I have both of my cookies frosted. So this is the only time that I will put fresh clay on top of this whipped glue because it is going to be a pretty thin red and white rope. Otherwise, I recommend if you guys are doing a bigger piece and you have thicker clay, you want this to dry, your whipped glue or your clay to be dry. You don't want both fresh, but in this case, I haven't had any issues with any cracking because when the whipped glue is drying and the clay is drying, it could pull away from the whipped glue and make the whipped glue kind of separate. So I'm just going to roll out a thin white rope and red rope. Okay, so I'm going to line side by side, connecting my red and white ropes. And then I'm just going to twist them. So I'm doing a half a turn with my right hand towards me, and then I'm pushing away with my left, constantly going down to make sure it doesn't untwist and it keeps its shape. And I'm going to do that throughout the whole thing. For a nice, close, tight twist, you want to keep your, like when you make the twist going towards you, like your hands close together. Alright, I think I have enough now to get around one cookie, so I'm going to start. I want to start with a clean cut at the end of my twist. And I'm going to go right in between the center of the heart. I'm going to stick it right to that whipped glue. Now you guys can cut it here and start another one so it looks like 2 candy canes. But I'm just going to hold my finger here, the bottom of this twist, make it into a point. Try to not touch my glue with my fingers. I'm going to cut this just a little bit more. Get that out of the way. Connect these, make sure it's all sticking to my glue. And then I'm going to throw some sprinkles on it. I'm going to finish this one off. Okay, so I had some extra clay, so I just rolled up a little lollipop. And now we have our cute little cookies. So, of course I want sprinkles. I'm going to use my That's So Neat mix. I do have the glue and these sprinkles in my Etsy shop. I also have some crushed candy cane that I've used on these, but these are smaller, so I'm just going to use a couple of sprinkles. I have some candy canes in here, peppermints, and I'm just using a wax pen to put my sprinkles on. And then you can throw some crushed candy cane.